Good morning, everybody. Pardon the little bit of mess, but a lot of you have asked how I set up my fog systems for my ground fogger after the video I posted earlier this week. So it's not raining. I'm going to take everything out. I'm going to show you how I set up one of my two systems. They're both identical to get my fog effects. For the second system, I do use the Froggy's Titan 1200 fogger. It works very well for the smaller system. And then I use, of course, the Hydrosonic misters. We're going to go inside the box. I'm going to set it all up for you, and then we'll continue with the fogging demonstration. So I'm going to take my fogger off of the lid. I actually set it on some 2x2s to get it up to the nozzle. But on the lid of the nozzle, I have a 4-inch ABS black 90-degree elbow. And then coming out of the bottom of the box, I actually have a 4-inch toilet flange that is bolted to the box. And then a white 4-inch exhaust ventilation fan, a 20-degree 4-inch pipe elbow, and then a 3-inch 25-degree pipe elbow. And the 3-inch elbow fits right inside the 4-inch street elbow. Makes it really nice and handy. So here we go. We're going to open up the box, show you the inside. Just remove the fogger, and I do plug this all into a 3-way extension cord end, and then it goes with a short extension cord to my house on a 20 amp circuit, because when this thing is cranking, it puts out a lot of electricity and uses it up, and I don't want to blow any fuses. So here's the inside of the box. Pardon my dragons. There's the toilet flange holding on the elbow on the lid, and then another toilet flange in the bottom of the box. And I do have a 10-head mister set on floats. I didn't feel I needed a 12-head, and the 10-head does just fine. This is a 64-quart Plano storage box that I bought from Home Depot. I paid $25 for it. And you can see I've got a little bit of rubber for the cord that comes out of the hydro mister unit. The mister is sitting right at the pipe right now, but I usually have the mister sitting at the opposite end of the box so that the mist gets immediately introduced with the fog. So let's put this all back together, go out, set it up, turn it on, and we'll do a walkthrough. Okay, so I've hooked everything up, turned on the fogger. It's going to take about 3 minutes to heat up, but you can see out here in my yard, I run just over 70 feet of pipe. This is the small setup, and this is the just the mist only from the misters coming out with my fan unit. And as I walk around all of this, and this is all perforated, and I perforate with slots. I don't use just the round holes in the drain pipe, but you can see I get fog to some degree all the way down to the end. And let me do a close-up here. Here is a slot. So a slot goes between each two holes, and I found that after doing a bunch of slots and figuring out that they're too close together, pardon the dogs, they love their dad. So but with these slots, I figured that every 3 holes and then a slot, and then 3 holes and a slot, and using black duct tape really makes it nice and easy to adjust. My pipe is all white, thin wall drain pipe, I don't use the ABS because it's so expensive. I can get a 10-foot section of that drain pipe right there for about $13 from Home Depot. So this is just the vapor from the fog, from the mist heads. Now when I get the fog going, it's really gonna roll out here. I have this little fan. I love these things. They really handle well. I've used them for 3 years now for my fog unit. And as the fogger heats up and gets going, we'll start blowing through a few cycles and you'll be able to see that. Hey, you two, there's nothing in there. So we're gonna let that go. But you can see with just, I mean, I get quite a bit. But the video that I had the other day, and I've got just a tiny breeze, the video I had the other night when you saw this was running with the fog juice. So right now we're just running with the misters, but there isn't quite enough, and I run a lot of fog juice. I run this machine in the backyard, and then I have a space, my backyard, which is all cemetery, incorporates the front yard as well, goes all the way around, and I have another big unit that will fog the front yard, and then we run fog, and it goes for 4 blocks down the street. I don't have all of my decorations up yet, but in the house, and you can see I've got my plastic. I need to tighten it up for my video. Every single one of the windows in my house has a video of fire from Atmos effects, and then I put foggers up on the roof to simulate the smoke out of the house. Okay, now the fogger is heated up and has just started producing fog. You can see it comes out. I got a little bit of wind, but it comes out and just hugs right on down to the ground. And I have a whole lot of stuff here in this front section of the yard, and it gets covered very nicely. And then as you go down, because the direction of the wind, it's getting blown right over the pipe. But once this gets fully charged after 3 to 5 minutes of running, I get a nice thick blanket of fog, and you can see as it just starts filling that last 35-40 feet, I get a little bit of really nice low ground fog hanging there. I may close off a couple more vents around the side here so that I get a little more down further the pipe, but that's something I can temporarily take care of. But I still want fog in this area. So this is what you saw the other night when I was running, and you can see that fan just really pushes it out and billows the fog out. Dogs like playing in it. I mean, even right now, and it's about 54 degrees, which will be roughly the temp on Halloween night. And I mix my fog. This is mixed half indoor and half bog fog right now. But I'm waiting for my order to come in for my other 6 gallons of fog. But there we go. Now it's just starting to lift, and you can see really kind of cool and fun to run. I'm going to turn off the fogger so you can just see the fog being sucked through with the fan. I have the fan on high here, so let's walk right on over here. I'm just going to turn off the fogger, and I've just got everybody says 1 to 2 inch gap. I run only about a 1/2 inch gap for my pipe for the vortex, and that 1/2 inch gap is because I have the fan unit, which helps with the fog. But I'll tell you, this thing gets thick, it puts out heavy. I mean, here I've taken the fogger off, we're still blowing it out. But let me lift the lid, and you can see how effective this little 4-inch fan is. I mean, there's my fogger unit, and with the lid off, It's just sucking that mist right off out through there, but it holds up really well. The most expensive part is, of course, the 10 or 12 head mister, but I don't worry about that because in one season I saved that money from when I used to buy ice. I used to have to buy 200 or 300 pounds of ice for all of my fog coolers. Okay guys, there's the video. Sorry my voice isn't the greatest, and my video technologies with the phone isn't the greatest either, but I hope this answers your questions.